Can we have Mr. Nilesh Ranpura, please? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to visit any booth, you can simply go to the left side of your screen. There is a section called booth. You can visit any booth you want. You can talk to all the people right over there, all the exhibitors. And moving further, we would like to call up Mr. Nilesh Ranpura from Satvik Wellbeing. Can we have Mr. Nilesh Ranpura, please?
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Swati. And hello to everyone. Myself, Nilesh Ranpura, and I represent Satvik Wellbeing. We are basically a group of individuals with my partner, Bhargav. I would like to share my slides, and then you can understand what we do and what we intend to do as well. So I will share my slides. Just a second. Okay. Can you see my slide, Swati? No?
Yes.
Okay. So
you need to open your file.
Okay, I did that. 1 second.
Once it appears on screen, I will confirm you.
Is it visible?
I can see your screen.
Oh.
Please open your presentation.
I did open once.
So your camera is off.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. I can see your presentation also.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think when I'm presenting, I think it automatically shuts off the camera, which is I'm fine.
Sorry, sir?
When I put the presentation mode on, it is automatically shutting off the camera.
Sir, we can see your presentation. It's fine. You can go on. We can hear you and see the presentation. Yes.
Okay, great. So thank you everyone for the patience. Basically, Satvik, a Wellbeing, is a startup focusing on food creativity, mainly on the pillars called idea, implementation, and shared growth. Myself, Nilesh Ranpura and Bhargav Bhadiyadra are the co-founders of this startup. It is just started this year, and I would like to go to my next slide. What are we going to do, and what are we already doing in this space? But the primary focus is we have observed that in every city of India or probably the world, there are 2% of the population of every city are looking for very, very hygienic, I would call it Satvik, as the name suggests, food which is tasty, healthy, and highly nutritious, as well as highly healthy, are looking for it. And it is very tough to get it actually. If you ask a tough question to yourself that in my city, which place I go, which is just like a home or just like a house or house food or home food, or just like where I can 100% rely that it is completely sattvic. That means it is either low calorie or low oil or well nutritious. Can you guess any place in your city where you will find such? I can tell you the number will be very, very less, maybe single digit, less than 2 or less than 5. And that's the difficulty customer has. Customer has no choice of going to those places because they don't no longer exist or the ecosystem doesn't exist. So our focus is that area that we would like to cater to those 2% of the people or customer base. And if it is more, we are completely fine. So what we do? So this startup is based purely on a sattvic concept, which is called well-being. It's a Hindi or Sanskrit word. Our key focus is we have invented our own new recipes, which are very healthy, very organic, and evolved from cultural roots. And these new recipes are evolved from cultural roots. That means they are from older roots, but we have embedded such that the old generation and the new generation both likes them. And I'll show some of the product photo as well. That's our first focus. We have these recipes. And the second focus is implementation. While we have implemented these recipes already, we are either able to help to create recipes for any specific industry who wants to get our recipe either in a live form or a frozen form, or into the food expo, or it is being a live counter handoff. Me and my partner both are hands-on implementer. That means we ourselves are implementing this recipe and creating this implementation ecosystem. That's the second focus. The third focus is we are looking for shared growth. We strongly believe that sattvic food or ecosystem cannot happen alone. So we are looking for partners to build this growth. And I welcome any kind of discussion, and I'm going to share in my next slide. These are some of the photographs of idea we have implemented for 100 plus recipe. You can see on the left-hand side is called sattvic wrap. This is like a normal wrap, but it is purely made from millet, wheat flour, and of course palak or spinach. And all the ingredients inside this are very uncommon ingredients except the capsicum. For example, most of us are eating potato most of the time in any patties or any stuffing inside many of this common item, or it's paneer. In this case, we have used water chestnut. Singhade jisko bolte hain Hindi mein. Now, it has a lot of nutritious value, but children, the youngsters, they don't like water chestnuts. In China, people use maximum water chestnuts in some of the recipe. So this wrap has patty, not made from aloo, but it's water chestnut patty. And instead of normal sprouts, we have sprouted urad, sprouted green chanas, and sprouted ragi inside it, compared to any other vegetables people use. The mayonnaise is 100% vegetarian, vegan, and sattvic. There are a few other items I have here. I cannot describe everyone, but it is very, very innovative recipe we have. How we have invented this recipe is we have competed in more than 10 different food exhibitions, food expos, kept our recipes into the food stalls, and have got customer feedbacks, likes, as well as our selling in those places. One of the classic example I would like to give is we have a millet burger. Rather than having a maida-based burger, we have a millet burger, which is also very hygienic and sattvic. We have cactus ice cream, taking nutritious values of cactus. Smoky platters, which are derived from our older cultural roots. In India, in the older cultural roots, every state has one or other smoky item made in those states. And this smoky platter actually comprises of some of them in a modern view or in a modern form. And ragi nachos is another example. Every time we use nachos, it's either partially healthy or semi-healthy. But these ragi nachos are sattvic, organic, and very, very nutritious. We have such 100 plus recipe, and they're very unique. Next slide. I would like my partner Bhargav to cover this slide. He's also online here with me. Bhargav, if you can talk about this. Okay, I think in case if Bhargav has login issue, let me cover what is shared growth. So the shared growth, we are going to sell our recipes through any online platform or to the food processing production houses. Like some of these recipes can be frozen and can be exported as well to the food processing house. We don't want to be the food processing house. We want to be the food creators, as our name suggests. But of course, we are looking for a partner who can take this more ahead than us. We do have our own innovative delivery scheme by Satvik because we want to ensure that the Satvik food remains Satvik and doesn't get deteriorated through an innovative delivery. Third, our focus is all the humans. We don't call them customer. All the humans who are Satvik centric. That means they want taste, they want health, they want organic stuff, and they want nutritious stuff. At not higher cost, but the moderate cost. Because cost is a very important topic whenever it comes to organic food. Normal people are not able to touch those aspects because they have cost too. But in our case, we want to offer cost-effective food to every human being, those who are looking for such food. Choice in this space, of course, is limited, but that's what a startup can do, that we want to create a choice in this space. And another important one, which I want to have passion about is create a Satvik food cafe in India. Why can't we have our own Satvik excellent recipes to be served in cafe, and why we have always limitation that every cafe has to serve bakery items compulsory, either in breads or biscuits or something else. Why can't our own make in India recipes become parts of all or some cafes nationally and internationally? That's why that's our focus for the shared growth. That means if somebody is interested to open a cafe, that's where we will support for a Satvik food recipe, which can catch the eyes and which can catch the customer as well. And another shared growth topic is we are looking for partners who wants to work with us and go together next stage, or we are also looking for investor who wanted to set up this kind of situation, platforms or opportunities. So that's the 3-4 slides I have. Being a startup, we are new, we are not well structured like a manufacturing houses, but we have extreme passion and creativity to create in this space called Satvik, a well-being. So next slide is my team actually, is on left-hand side, me, Nilesh, and my partner Bhargav. And the photograph shows in one of the food expo we participated and we created our own items. 2 times we have been a winner in IIM Ahmedabad's food competition, and we participated in a couple of food expos across the metro cities. That's it, friends. I have nothing more than that, but the focus is food creativity.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a lovely presentation. Moving further, ladies and gentlemen, we have the next